Welcome back. We're still with the Acting Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency. You're welcome once again to the program.
Thank you.
Well, let's begin or continue with cyber crimes. I wanted to ask you, before we left off from there, what really is the punitive measure for those who are caught?
Yeah, as I said before, now we have a cybercrime bill that's been passed into law. There are different measures, depends on the level of or the category of offense, and all we need to do is to, like I was at the National Assembly about 2 weeks ago, part of what we discussed, the fact that we need to come together to see how we can fully implement the bill, and we identified the fact that we have roles for different organizations, NIDA, NSA's office, EFCC, police, immigrations, depending on the level or the type of crime that's committed. Yours may just end with reporting that a crime has been committed. Who goes out to arrest? Who prosecutes? There are different things that you need to do, and the type of crime also will determine the kind of person that will pursue you or that will go after you to arrest you or to prosecute you. The same thing with the punitive measures that are available. It depends on the kind of crime you are committing. But again, I keep telling people that it's a two-way thing. Most people that are victims of cybercrime or online crimes, they have a lot to play to. Where you did not sow and you want to reap. For instance, I've never met you, I've never seen you, you are sending a mail to me that you have so much amount of money that you want to transfer to my country. You've read my profile online, you believe I'm credible, you can work with me. As soon as the money is transferred to your country, you get this amount. I mean, I get hundreds of these mails every month.
Exactly.
But the more I see that, our people are here again, I'll just delete. But out of greed, people will go and by the time they start talking, they fall for it. And they will not be saying the Nigerians are this, Nigerians that. No, it takes you to tango. If you are not greedy, if you don't want to sow where you don't want to reap where you did not sow, yes, it will be very difficult for you to be a victim. But again, innocently, somebody may fall victim, then you tend to pity such people.
But in such cases, where do they run to immediately? Do they come here?
Not here. It depends on, for instance, if it's a bank-related fraud, yes, maybe somebody stole your identity, your ATM cards, your PIN and stuff like that. They use it on ATM to collect money. First, you report at the bank. Then the bank have, in fact, it's no more common in Nigeria. It's no more easy in Nigeria for people to go steal somebody's card and go to ATM because they have cameras now, and they have a way of handing them over to security agents. But if I steal your card and I just go online to make purchases or buy things like that, you can still trace them again. And you hand them over to the appropriate law enforcement agents. If it's the FCC, if it's police, if it's it depends on the type of crime.
But NIDA is supposed to work in collaboration with the National Security Advisor to work out modalities to help implement that law. Get us up to speed with what's happening right now.
Yeah, it's not only NIDA that is supposed to work with them. All organizations that are involved in the area of ICT are supposed to work with them, and that's why they have a National Advisory Council to implement the Cybercrime Act. And as I said, this is out of the fact that there are roles for different organizations. There's a member of the council, and who offer advice where we need to offer advice. Those that are supposed to do some other things. Yes, we are working with all the. For instance, last week we are still with the Nigerian police to see, to look at possible areas of collaboration and how ICT can effectively drive their service delivery. So it's broad, not in one particular area that you should limit yourself to this area, but we are working.
Last year, you hosted the E-Nigeria conference. One of the key decisions taken there was that NIDA should develop improved high-tech ICT strategies for deployment during the 2019 general elections. So, we're wondering, what have you done about this? You know, what new innovations are there, you know, towards ensuring credible and fair elections?
I think the most important there is to see how we can deploy homegrown solutions because of our peculiarities here, and the development in the sector has grown to a point that we can have homegrown solutions in terms of software, even hardware, locally assembled hardware. These are the things that we agree that we should look at our peculiarities in Nigeria and see how we can develop solutions that will assist in solving our problems. How do we do it? Identify talents, identify startups, identify innovations that are available in the country. How do we put them together to be able to provide solutions to the problems we are having? And what we've done, we set up an implementation committee to work with INEC and other relevant organizations to see how we can put things together so that by the time we are doing the next general election, we'll be able to say, okay, these are the local solutions that are available. These are the things that we believe that we should deploy to assist us in them. These solutions will be test run during the rerun elections or elections that are not part of the general elections. We'll be able to say, okay, we want to test run, we want to see how these things are really working, we want to see how they are performing. And also in the area of training, we're trying to see how we can work with them to train even the field officers. For instance, during the last election, some voters had problem because of cellophane paper that was posted on the machine that could not read their thumbprint, just because of something as simple as cellophane. Now, if they had been trained, if they had been properly trained, they would know that the first thing they should do would be to remove that so people could easily thumbprint. So training is really important. You don't just take people, show them this is what to do, this is how to. Maybe the instructor even forgot to tell them to remove it. So these are things we are trying to look at and see how we can.
Tell us more about the ICT Specialized University. I mean, the minister said as much as that that we will be having such a university. I'm curious about this.
That's one of the agenda of the minister. You know, when he came in, it's clear that when students are going for higher studies in core areas of ICT, most of them go abroad to study, and we have talents here. We have the capability to get it done in Nigeria, and he put that as part of his roadmap for the sector. Unfortunately, we carried out a study in 2012 on the possibility of having an IT institute in the country. And when they came, I just mentioned, I said, this is what we are really looking out for. And he has directed us to get some things done. He actually visited DBI, the Digital Bridge Institute, which is mainly for the telecom sector. It's quite that they have so much in terms of physical facilities, in terms of infrastructure. Why can't we turn this infrastructure, instead of just allowing them to waste away, why can't we turn them to the ICT University in Nigeria? And it's really working seriously towards achieving that. In fact, we were in India Korea about 2 months ago. One of the things he discovered when we went to one of the universities there was the possibility of working with them to ensure that his vision of having an IT university in Nigeria becomes a reality. And he's really working on that, and I'm sure within the next few weeks, within the next few months, we're going to have a structure, a roadmap of how to get that implemented. And I'm sure it's going to really assist Nigeria, not only Nigeria, the whole of Africa.
All right, Dr. Vincent Olatunji, thank you so much for your time on Dateline Abuja. Thank you. Well, thank you for the notes as always. Keep your views and comments coming using the address and Twitter handle on your screen. Let us know anything happening within your area, especially if you're in the nation's capital. Don't forget, you can view the program on youtube.com/channelsweb/videos. Make your comments, especially about this week's edition and of any other edition you wish to make comments on. Remember to include your name and where you're writing from. Thank you for watching this week. I'm Gloria Umezuke.